Picture a spark igniting dry grass. One flick, and the whole field's ablaze. Now, imagine stupidity doing the same. One dumb idea catches, spreads, and suddenly everyone's nodding along, blind to the smoke. Ever seen a rumor take over a room, or a crowd cheer something wild they'd never say alone? That's what Dietrich Bonhoeffer, a German pastor who fought the Nazis, saw. Stupidity spreading like a virus, infecting minds faster than reason can catch up. He didn't mean low IQ. He meant a willful refusal to think, a social sickness that turns good people into tools of chaos. From his prison cell in 1943, he watched it unfold. Ordinary folks swallowed by a tide of folly, enabling horrors they'd never dream of solo. Today, it's not swastikas, but fake news, mob rants, and blind loyalty that carry the bug. Why does it spread so fast? And how do we stop it? Bonhoeffer's got answers, raw, unsettling, and dead on. Let's unpack how stupidity goes viral, why it's so tough to kill, and 2 ways to fight back without losing your grip. This hits whether you're 30 and scrolling, 50 and questioning, or 70 and watching the world turn. How does stupidity spread like a virus? Bonhoeffer saw it as more than a personal slip. It's a contagious plague, leaping from mind to mind, thriving in the cracks of human weakness. He wrote about this in a Nazi jail, staring down a world gone mad, where regular people, shopkeepers, teachers, neighbors, let atrocities roll because they stopped asking why. For him, stupidity isn't about smarts. It's a choice to shut off thought, to dodge the hard questions, to lean on what's loud and easy. It's not ignorance from missing facts. It's a stubborn wall against seeing them. Picture a flu bug. One cough in a packed room, and half the place is sneezing by lunch. Stupidity's the same. One voice spouts nonsense, others latch on, and soon it's gospel. No proof needed. Bonhoeffer pinned this on groups. Solo, you might pause, but in a crowd, you melt into the hum. It's like a switch flips. The bigger the pack, the dumber the vibe. He saw it in Germany. Folks who'd never heard a fly cheered genocide because everyone else did. Why? Belonging trumps thinking. Your brain shuts down to fit in, to dodge the chill of standing apart. It's not just old news. Today, scroll X or flip on a rally, and you'll see it. One wild claim, a roar of likes, and thousands carry it like a badge. Stupidity spreads because it's comfy, doubt's heavy, but nodding's light. Bonhoeffer called it a moral defect, not a brain glitch, but a heart one, where you trade your spine for a seat in the herd. And here's the kicker, it's tough to stop. Reason bounces off it like rain on wax. Stupid folks don't argue, they dig in. Bonhoeffer said it's worse than evil. Evil you can fight, but stupidity just stares back, blank. It's a virus that feeds on itself. The more it spreads, the stronger it gets, looping through fear, laziness, and the itch to belong. In a crowd, it's a wildfire. Alone, it's an ember. Together, it's a blaze. Let's dig into how this jumps from one head to the next, and why it's so hard to snuff out. Think of a family dinner. Someone drops a wild theory, say, the moon's a hologram. You laugh, but your uncle nods, your cousin agrees, and soon half the table's on board. No evidence, just vibe. Ever seen that? It's not a one-off. It's stupidity spreading, hopping from one to all. I've watched it at work. A guy floats a lazy shortcut, heads bob, and next thing, the whole team's botching the job, grinning like it's genius. Bonhoeffer spotted this in the 1930s, Germans chanting slogans they didn't get, swept up in a roar they couldn't stop. One voice lit the match. The crowd fanned it to flames. History's packed with this. Take the Salem witch trials, 1692. A whisper of witch from a kid, and presto, a town's hanging folks on rumors. Good people, farmers, churchgoers, turned executioners, not because they were cruel, but because the panic went viral. no one stopped to think. They just ran with the mob. Or jump to 2020. COVID rumors flew online. Masks are mind control. One post, a dozen shares, and thousands bought it. Facts be damned. Bonhoeffer nod. He saw Nazis spin lies about Jews, and millions swallowed it whole, not out of hate, but because the crowd said yes. It's not brain power, it's momentum. The virus jumps when no one hits pause. Now, your life. Ever joined a hype you knew was off? Maybe a friend's rant, pure bunk, but you clapped along to keep the peace? Or a trend, some diet, some app, everyone's in, so you dive, even when it's shaky? I've done it, nodded to a boss's dumb plan, felt the room agree, and let it ride. Why? It's easier to flow than fight. Bonhoeffer called this the stupidity of the masses. Alone, you'd scoff. Together, you shrug. Reflect. Who sparked that in you? A loudmouth at a bar? A post that hooked you? What clicked when it spread? Relief? Fear? Just going along? That's the virus kicking in, and it's why it's so sneaky. Let's peel this back further. How does it leap so fast? Bonhoeffer didn't just spot stupidity. He tracked how it moves, like a scientist eyeing a germ. It's not a solo act. It's a chain reaction. Start with one voice, a preacher, a pundit, a pal, yelling something bold and brainless. Doesn't need proof, just punch. Someone hears, likes the buzz, repeats it. Another joins, then 10, and soon it's a chorus, drowning out doubt. He saw this in Nazi rallies. Hitler barked, crowds cheered, and reason melted. It's not the words, it's the wave. Today, it's X threads. Some guy claims aliens run banks, gets retweets, and boom, it's truth to thousands. Stupidity spreads because it's loud, simple, and sticks like tar. Why is it so catchy? Bonhoeffer nailed it. People crave safety over smarts. Thinking's risky. You might be wrong, alone, outcast. Agreeing's cozy. You're in, you're liked, no sweat. He wrote how folks under power, dictators, bosses, drop their guard fast. One order, one nudge, and they're hooked, passing it on. Look at cults. One guru spouts garbage, followers chant, and outsiders join the echo. Or offices. A bad idea from the top trickles down, and no one blinks. It's a virus of comfort. Say yes, skip the hassle. Bonhoeffer saw this in wartime Berlin. Orders rolled, heads bowed, and stupidity raced through like flu. Power's the fuel. Give someone a megaphone, TV, a badge, a pulpit, and their dumb takes fly. Bonhoeffer said power breeds it. Leaders lean on yes men, crowds lean on leaders, and the loop spins. Ever notice how a big shot's gaffe gets applause while a nobody's truth gets shrugs? It's not the idea, it's the pull. Today, influencers peddle junk, conspiracy, quick fixes, and fans lap it up, spreading it wide. Stupidity's viral because it rides trust, fear, and the itch to fit. Bonhoeffer's warning. It's not dumbness, it's surrender, and it's catching. Let's see how to dodge this bug. So how do you stop stupidity from spreading like a virus? Bonhoeffer didn't just diagnose, he hinted at cures, tough but real. Here's 2 steps to keep your mind clear. First, break the chain, question everything. Next time a hot take flies your way, a headline, a rant, a buddy's fact, hit pause. Ask, where's this from? Does it hold up? Dig past the noise. Check sources. Poke holes. Picture a filter. Let the dumb slide off. Keep the solid. Bonhoeffer saw folks gulp Nazi lies whole. He'd say, don't swallow. Chew. Try it today. Scroll X. Spot a wild claim and test it. Takes guts to doubt when everyone's yelling yes, but that's your shield. Second, stand solo when it counts. Stupidity thrives in packs. Don't drift with them. If the room's buzzing with bunk, step out, say no, or just walk. Picture a tide. It pulls. but you plant your feet. Bonhoeffer did this. Resisted Hitler when most bowed. You don't need a war, it's small stuff too. Boss pushes a dud plan? Speak up, calm, firm. Friends hype a scam? Skip it. It's not about being loud, it's about staying you. He knew crowds blur your brain. Alone, you sharpen it. Test it this week. Next group nod you see. Hold back, think straight. Feels weird, but it's power. These work because they kill the spread. Questioning starves the virus. No fuel, no fire. Standing solo breaks the loop. You're not a carrier. Bonhoeffer's point: stupidity needs us to play along. Don't, and it flops. It's not easy. Crowds pull hard, but it's your edge. You're not curing the world, you're saving your slice. Start now. Catch the next dumb wave. Block it cold. Stupidity spreads like a virus because Bonhoeffer saw the truth. It's not a glitch. It's a force. One voice sparks it. Crowds fan it, and power pumps it wide. From Nazi streets to today's feeds, it's the same game. Folks ditch thought for the easy roar, and it rolls like plague. He didn't sugarcoat. Stupidity's tougher than evil, trickier to fight, because it's us, wired to fit, scared to stand out. Whether you're 30 and swamped, 50 and skeptical, or 70 and sifting decades, you've felt it. Dumb ideas catching, dragging sense under, but you're not helpless. Question it. Step away. You're the break. Bonhoeffer wrote this locked up, facing death, yet he believed we can push back. It's not about outsmarting everyone. It's about not folding. That dumb buzz at work, online, at home, stop it where you stand. You're not just saving your head, you're slowing the spread. He'd say it's moral, not mental. Think, or you're a cog. Who spread stupidity your way? A loudmouth, a post, a trend. What pulled you in? Drop it in the comments. I want your take. If this lit a spark, hit like, subscribe. We're cracking these traps together. Stupidity's viral, but you're not doomed. Break it, own it. Thanks for digging deep. Keep fighting the fog. See you next time.